Okay, let's get started. Day 1 of identifying a number, its opposite, and its absolute value. This is October 26th, and it's Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing is filling in these blanks. So fill in these blanks along with me, and we're ready to start. First off, numbers greater than 0. Well, those are positive. Numbers less than 0. Those are negative. Two numbers that are opposites. O-P-P. O-S-I-T-E-S. On the number line, they're the same distance from 0, but on different sides of 0. And integers. It's an E. Sorry, I'm a sloppy E writer. Integers are a set of whole numbers that are opposites. So what we need to do is move forward. You identify the opposites of each number below. Bubble your answer in the grid. Okay, so this is -4. The key thing there is to make sure you have a negative, and because it's before the decimal, okay, that's all that is necessary. These bubbling charts aren't used in the star anymore, so don't worry too much about it. Just make sure that if they do exist, you're bubbling the right number. Okay? Now, the default is always going to be positive, but just to be certain, put your number in. And the same way with this one. Put the positive in, as even though the default would be positive, and this would be 225. Just like so. And if you wanted to show that you know how to bubble, you put that there, you put this here, put this here, and this here. Easy peasy. Okay. Now, this next definition is very important, so I'm going to repeat it twice. A number is the number's distance from 0 on the number line. So, what is that? Absolute value. These terms of negative, positive, opposites, integers, absolute value are very important for the lesson today. Now, let's go down to the absolute value. Okay? And I'm going to even show it to you on the timeline here. The absolute value of -3 is 1, 2, 3. Or you can go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3. That's the distance from 0. Very important. So the absolute value of -3 is 3. The absolute value of -5 is 5. The absolute value of 6 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, the absolute value of 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The absolute value of negative 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the distance. So the absolute value of 1/2, still seeing it on the paper, is 1/2. The absolute value of 2 1/5, or 2 15/100ths, is 2.15. The absolute value of, it's kind of hard to see, but that's actually 7 3/5 negative. The absolute value of that would be 7 3/5. Let's move on. Okay, so we have example 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So, what is the value of each statement? This should be really quick and easy for you to do. 15, 8.25, and this is 2 4/5. Marty drew 5 cards out of the bag. Which card has absolute value of 5? It's going in the opposite direction. So the absolute value of this one would be 15. The absolute value of this one would be 1. The absolute value of this one would be 7. The absolute value of this one would be 3. And the absolute value of this one would be 5. So this is your right answer. Lacey wrote the number 9 on the board. She then wrote 4 statements. Write if the statement is true or false. The integer. True. The integer has an absolute value of -9. This is false. The distance from 0 is not negative. The opposite of the integer is -9. This is true. The integer has an absolute value of 9. Yes, that's true. Oh, Donald, this must be me. Donald wrote an integer -7 on the board. Complete each statement. The opposite of the integer is 7. The absolute value is 7. The integer is a negative number. Okay, let's go down here. The check-in, I'm going to be walking around. Let's go ahead and get started on that, and let's see if we can get done with that within 5 minutes. Ready? Go. Now we're back. I drew a random number on a hat, and the number of hat was -6. The opposite is -6. No, that's not right. The absolute value, this is right. The opposite is 6.5. That's correct. The absolute value is, yep, that's correct. The opposite is -5. That's not correct. The absolute value is, yes. The opposite is 6.5. That's correct. And the absolute value, no. So the only one that is good is B. Okay, you have practice to be done, and here they are. Get started. And once you're done with that, you should have these results.